You. What do you think you're doing, talking to my daughter like that as a woman?
Mr. Wilson, hello? What do you mean by calling me out for being a woman like that? And your daughter, are you talking about Kate? The one who happens to be my subordinate? Then perhaps this is about her being very late on her first day of work here?
That's right. And from what I've heard, you chewed her out over being just a little bit late for work. In front of everyone else in that department, watching her as she sat embarrassed in her office chair. Did you not know at the time that Kate is my daughter, of all people? I think everyone else in this company is very aware of the fact that she is my baby girl. And that means they all know better than to make such a scene with her over absolutely nothing.
And I myself was made aware of that before she came to work today. But her being your daughter and her coming into work on time on her first day are not related in any way.
What did you just say?
It doesn't bother me any that she was hired into this company because she happens to be the daughter of a senior director. What bothers me is that she thinks that because she was given a job in this company and that because her dad is in a high position, she can come to work 3 hours late.
Are you trying to screw around with me or something? Are you still in the office right now?
I am not making any attempts to screw around with you about this at this moment. If anything, I'm finding it pretty obvious that you're the one screwing around with me right now. And that's something you should be sorry about. So, what is it going to be then, Mr. Wilson? Are you going to continue with that behavior right in front of me? Or are you going to settle down now and let me handle my department and employees?
I asked if you are still in the building.
I am, and I am in my office currently finishing up some last-minute things. Would you like to come and see me for something?
I'm starting to think that the only way to settle all of this is by coming and talking to you face to face. I was already pretty upset with the way you've been talking to a senior director as a woman. But now, I can see that you don't take your job very seriously at all. I'm going to come and make sure you understand your position in this company very well after today. Actually, come to me. Come to my office right now. I'm not getting up to go to someone who works behind me in this company. Especially not when they're a woman.
And why should I be doing that? I happen to still be working, so I don't have the time to come all the way over there. Perhaps you can just continue texting me like you are right now?
I want you over here immediately. Now, let's go.
Fine then. I'll give you 5 minutes of my time, so you better make it quick. Do you have any idea what you just did to me?
I want to ask you the same thing. Do you have any idea what I've been talking about now? You have made a grave mistake by chewing my daughter out like that on her first day working for the company I've worked so long taking good care of.
You think it's acceptable to punch me when all I did was tell your daughter that she cannot be that late to work? No matter who it is or what they think, it is obvious to tell after that who the real problem here is.
Shut up, woman! Do you have any idea whose daughter Kate is? You are fired! I don't want you to ever come back to this office!
I know very well now that Kate is your daughter, and I've known that for a while. But are you sure you want to be telling me that I'm the one getting fired now? All I had done was do my job in telling her that she cannot be late to work again. It was a simple warning. You understand that as her boss, I have every right to warn her of things that are not acceptable within this company, right? It's going to be a tough road ahead of you if you go through with firing me, and far tougher than what you've already started.
You're acting pretty high on your horse there, for being a woman. I'm sure you were only made into a manager after doing some pretty scandalous things here, right? An idiot like you should never have been put into the positions as a manager. So something must have happened behind the scenes. Maybe the reason you're acting so out of line right now is because you're afraid of losing your position to Kate now?
Huh? I would stop it with all those comments right now, Mr. Wilson. I will only allow you to go so far with all those baseless comments about me, and this has been enough. And now, I'm a bit upset with what's happened here today. Not just a bit, but very upset, actually. If you're not going to come and apologize to me for all of that right now, I'll have to take this situation into my own hands.
Apologize to you? What kind of crap are you playing at here now? I would never and will never apologize to you for anything.
I was just punched by the senior director of this company. Are you going to tell me you're not sorry about having just punched someone in the work premises? There is such a thing as HR in this company, and they will most definitely not be lenient over you punching me.
They're not going to touch me. If anything, you should be the one apologizing to me so that I don't drag HR into this. And actually, as a way of getting that apologize from you, I'm going to have you fired from this company. I have every right to have you fired now. And then that way, we won't have to deal with anybody else getting involved. You made my daughter very sad. So take me firing you as my forgiveness for that.
I'm starting to feel as though you're the one who doesn't understand the position they're in here. But I guess there was no helping you, considering you've already assaulted me.
You're the one who was asking for it. You're the one who thought it was such a good idea to talk to my daughter like that on her first day in this company. Who gives a crap that she was 3 hours late? You are done for.
Well, then I'm going to let my father know about this.
You will? Go right ahead and tell him.
And if you really want me to be fired, we can make that happen for you. But before that happens, I just need to tell my father one thing.
Your dad has nothing to do with what goes on inside this company. I happen to be the senior director to this company, unlike whatever he could possibly be. It's disgusting to see a woman your age having to run back home to her daddy crying over something like this.
I told you everything I needed to say today. And now, as you've asked me, I'm going to leave this company and get out of your hair. I really hope, though, that after I'm gone, your daughter starts coming to work on time. Goodbye now, Mr. Wilson. Why are you calling me this early in the morning? I can see that you have something to talk about with me, but I'm not going to answer the phone.
Answer your phone.
Why should I? I just told you that I'm not going to. What's happened to you, Mr. Wilson? Did you not have enough yelling at me yesterday about how I'm fired and wanted to come back and say some more?
I had no idea about you yesterday. I never thought that your dad, of all people, would be this company's president.
Well, after getting a call from the company's president where he told you in less than a second that you'd be terminated, you finally came around to understanding the severity of what you did? Are you more aware now that you did something extremely unacceptable yesterday?
I understand now. I am so sorry about what I did and said to you yesterday. I totally understand now that was a fault on my end, and it'll never happen again. Would you please be able to forget about what happened between you and I and move on from this with peace? Please allow me to apologize to you from the bottom of my heart.
I can see you're only here apologizing to me out of fear, but...
What? What do you mean it's far too late for me?
It's far too late for you now. I'm telling you that although now you'd like to apologize for what you did, you took things way too far, and there is no going back from that. Anyway, all of that has nothing to do with me now, so go ahead and quit or something.
What? Are you kidding me? Hold on for just a minute. Please, don't make it seem like I'm actually going to be fired or something. I was just told by the company president to come and apologize to you for what happened yesterday. So that's why I'm doing that right now. Why are you not going to forgive me? I'm the senior director. I am apologizing to you like this, even though I'm leagues above you with the company's structure. So I think it's time you come around and listen to what I'm saying here.
Tell me, what kind of position do you really think you're in now to be talking to me like that? You are going to be fired soon, so I'm not sure what you mean by being the senior director there.
What?
But I do understand what you're trying to say to me right now. I see. You think that because you are above me in the company, I should just forgive you for all you've done? Well then, had my father never told you to apologize to me, you wouldn't be here texting me right now. I happen to have that all correct, right?
Wait, you have it wrong. That's not the only reason I'm here right now. I really do feel terrible for what happened with you and I yesterday. But I happen to be older than you by a bit. And since I'm older than you, shouldn't you be respecting my apology to you a bit more? I am apologizing to you. I am so sorry for getting upset with you yesterday over something I didn't completely understand at the time. There, I've gone and told you why I'm apologizing and everything. Now you should be forgiving me, right?
No way. Listen, you being upset with me yesterday wasn't your only mistake. Have you gone and erased the memory of you punching me yesterday as well?
That's a good point. I suppose that did happen as well then. I didn't happen to erase any of that from my memories though. But calling it a punch? Maybe you can just say that I accidentally hit you while talking with you. Do you really think you have to take things that far out of proportion? Saying that I punched you?
Excuse me? What kind of joke are you trying to pull on me now?
What?
You really think a joke like that is going to make me laugh at a time like this? Well, if that's what you want to think, then you are free to do so. But I've already gone and told my father about everything that happened yesterday, and we are planning to let the police know about this incident.
What? The police? Wait, don't you feel as though what we're talking about right now is going down a very wrong path? The police? What the hell do you think you're talking about? What are you trying to say that I did wrong? I think you're the one taking all this way too far. I have been the one working as a senior director for this company all along, and you're going to act like that towards me? What the hell is wrong with you? Do you think just because your dad is the company president, you can behave like that towards the senior director of all people?
So this is the real you?
What?
You are such an idiot that when someone warns your daughter of one thing, you break out in anger. You can't even express your feelings in a healthy way and instead resort to physical assault as a way of making it known you can't control yourself. It is common in this society that no matter what the situation, you are not to resort to something like violence. What you did to me yesterday was a blatant crime.
A crime? No way it was a crime. I was just doing that to protect my daughter. Any father would do something like that for their baby.
Not the good ones. Your stupid excuses are not going to get you anywhere anymore, Wilson, so stop trying to make what you did to me seem okay or justified. You are an assailant now for punching me over nothing more than your inability to be a good human being.
Wait a second, please. Let's just both calm down here. At the time, I didn't think things would get this out of hand the next day. I just wanted to teach you a lesson for what you did by giving you something to be afraid of.
To be afraid of? What was that? I've been telling you it's time for you to stop joking around about all this stuff now. The only person out of this whole situation who should be made afraid of anything is your daughter, right? She was already late for her orientation and also late to her interview on the day of that. Yet you went and said it was all right because she's your daughter. And then on her first day to work, she was 3 hours late. You're going to tell me that she shouldn't be afraid of the consequences of all that? And when she came into the office that late, the first words out of her mouth were, "I'm sorry," in this very casual tone. Who do you think really needs to be the one made afraid of something here?
I'm sure she should be talked to about all this as well. But my daughter had only just graduated from college.
No frickin' way you're saying that as an excuse now. Everyone else that has come into this company started out just after graduating college. Or just about. Just because she's your daughter doesn't mean she gets a pass to slack off all the time. And as her boss, I was only warning her that by being late again, there would be consequences she'd have to face. Yet you went and punched me over that.
I get it already. I feel bad about that.
And also, Wilson, had I been born a man, would you have ever done anything like this to me?
What? What are you trying to get at now?
I'm asking if, because I'm a woman, I'm weaker than you are? That had I been a man, you would have never tried punching me. Well, I'm going to go on a whim here and say you probably did only punch me because I'm a woman. And if that's the case, then my God.
You're wrong. You have it all wrong again. I just wanted to protect my daughter.
All I was doing is telling your daughter how to be a responsible adult in this world. You didn't have to protect her from a dang thing, Wilson. All you've been doing instead of protecting her is using your stupid little ideas and excuses to make it seem like you assaulting me was justified. Those excuses aren't working anymore. I can no longer sit by and let you and that little irresponsible daughter of yours continue working in my father's company.
Wait a second, please. Hannah! I will apologize to you, alright? I have been this whole time. I am sorry about the way both myself and my daughter behaved yesterday. Right. I'll get my daughter to come apologize to you as well. That should make you more than happy, right?
No, thank you.
What? What do you mean, no thank you?
Having your daughter, Kate, come and apologize to me is not going to do anything more for you. You and your daughter are going to be fired soon. And that will mean you two will never have to talk to me again. Now, I'm going.
What? Are you serious? I'm asking you to please, wait a second. Are you really going to be fired for this? I have been working for this company for 20 years now.
The longevity of you working for the company has nothing to do with you assaulting another employee. Also, you should be happy that all your previous incidents weren't exposed before today.
What? What previous incidents are you talking about?
You thought this whole time I never knew a thing about what's been going on with you?
Wait. No way.
I know all about the things you've been doing. Well, I'm sure you actually assaulting me has been the worst offense you've committed in the company now.
Why do you, of all people, know about these things? I was sure not a single soul knew about me. Does this mean the company president knows as well?
Well, who knows? That's not something I'm allowed to tell you anything about now, is it? But if you don't want anything to get any worse for yourself, then I'd suggest you quit it with all your BS excuses and come quietly. I was thinking that by the end of the week, your daughter would be the only one getting fired. But it's nice to see the company killing two birds with one stone now by getting rid of you. I wonder if you'll be able to find more work after leaving here.
No way. Firing me? That's not fair. I could see my daughter going, but me?
Also, you are going to have to go with the police in order for them to question you about all this.
Please, do not let them do that. Please.
I am so relieved that there was a camera that picked up the whole scene, where you can clearly be seen punching me before yelling at me some more.
But you're making me look like some kind of criminal.
You thought of yourself as someone else? Now that we're on this topic, there's something I forgot to mention. Actually, I was just appointed to a brand new position that had only just opened up.
What?
I was given your position as the new senior director of the company. It seems that the company was planning on having you fired for a while now, or at the very least, demoted.
Are you kidding me right now?
So because of that, you are no longer going to be coming back to this company anymore. Now, you and your daughter try your best finding new work after today. In the end, both Wilson and his daughter Kate were fired from the company. And after Wilson was escorted from the building, I came back into the office and went to my new office as the senior director, and began getting accustomed to my new position. As for Wilson, after being walked out of the building, he was taken away almost immediately by the police for questioning. He had tried to break free from them as they handcuffed him, but just before he was able to slip past one of the officers, the second officer hit him in the back with their baton, and he fell down to the ground hard. He would then spend the night in a jail cell before appearing in front of a judge the next day, in court, with my lawyer and I fighting him. And with both my father and I stating that he had assaulted me with the camera evidence, he was taken to court by us and sued for a decent amount of money. And it wasn't just money, though, but as punishment, Wilson would have to do community service for the next 6 months. This then led to his wife losing her love for both him and Kate, and soon after the court case, she left them. And of course, she was a housewife for Wilson, so in the divorce, she made sure to take half his money, before heading out of town, leaving him with his daughter. Wilson said he was doing everything in order to protect his daughter, but he seems to have done the opposite for her instead. They are both working really hard right now to find work, but with the debt they're in after paying me, I'm not sure things will work out so well for them. And from the rumors I've been getting about those two, I think that Wilson has started to get into gambling at night, which we all know will most likely never end well for the man and his daughter. But this is what those two deserve after all, so who really cares if they ever get back on their feet again?
Maria, I want to talk to you about something. Madison? Hi. Thanks for inviting me over today. I had a great time. I'm sorry I couldn't message you sooner. I only just finished up at work. You really don't have any common sense, do you? I guess it was wrong of me to expect someone as poor as you to have any manners at all. Excuse me? I went out of my way to invite you to my home, but you didn't even send me a message to thank me for letting you in. I got sick of waiting, so I messaged you, but really, you should have messaged me first. Don't you feel any gratitude for the kindness I showed you? Everyone else already messaged me ages ago. I think it's common sense for people to thank someone when they've invited you to their home. Is that too hard for you to understand? I expected the bare minimum, and I got nothing. I understand where you're coming from, but don't you think you're overreacting? I was at work. I already told you when I saw you earlier that I didn't have time to stick around, remember? That means I didn't have the time to message you. It's not like I forgot to thank you. I was planning to send a message when I had the time to look at my phone. I don't think you have to make that big a deal out of me not sending you a thank you message straight away. Anyway, thank you for inviting me into your home. It was lovely. I was only there for a few minutes, but I love what you've done with the place. Of course you'd love it! I hired an interior designer especially to advise me on how to set up each and every room. That's something someone like you can only dream of, since you have to work yourself. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that I know it means that you don't have enough money to be a housewife, and I pity you for it. I don't have to work because I'm from a different part of society than you. I'm pretty much a celebrity. I don't have to work, unlike people like you. Having a husband that makes so much money is great, but I guess you wouldn't understand that. I live in an apartment like this, I only eat organic foods, I wear all the latest fashion, and I have enough brand items for an army. I don't think anyone can deny I'm living the best life. Plus, I can show all this off to poor people like you who don't have anything else in their boring lives to look forward to. Being rich is the best. It makes me feel so good about myself, and admit it, you wish you had this life too. Good for you, Madison. But I think you're lacking a lot of class for someone who likes to suggest that she's used to fine dining. Maybe you should find some of that before you buy your next evening dress. What did you just say to me? What? Do you want to pick a fight with me? Because I'll make you regret you ever said something like that to me. I took precious time out of my day to show you around my beautiful house, and this is how you talk to me? Excuse me, what makes you think you can speak to me like that? I knew it was you after all. It's your fault. Excuse me? What's my fault? And you say that you showed me around as though I begged you to? But you're the one that pretty much forced us all into your home. You didn't even give us the choice to say no. You ordered us to come, so we turned up. We all thought we were there to have a PTA meeting, but no! You started bragging about the stuff you have on display. What was it? Some fancy plants or something you had in your living room? It was a mystery to me why we all had been rushed to your fancy apartment all of a sudden, but the second you started giving us a tour we didn't even ask for, I knew it was a complete waste of my time. That's why I left as soon as possible so I could go to work. Shut up! There's no point in trying to change the topic. You're a thief! Excuse me? What on earth are you talking about now? What are you saying I stole? This is absolute nonsense, Madison. This is so ridiculous I could laugh. Laugh all you want, but it's not going to be funny for long. Not when I get the police involved. I'm not going to let you get away with stealing things from my home. Not an arrogant poor person like you that thinks she can insult me. Are you that jealous of me and my lifestyle? So much that you'd try to steal a part of it from me? Jealous? Excuse me? You think I'm jealous of you? I understand that having a celebrity like me nearby must be really hard for you, since you have to go home to your boring, dull life. But that doesn't mean you can try and take my stuff from me. That watch you stole is really important to me. Do you understand? Give it back, right now! What are you talking about? I don't know anything about your watch. Do you really think that I stole it from your house? I know it was you! Nobody else could have stolen it but you! You better give it back right away or I won't forgive you! Do you understand what will happen if you don't? I'm going to make you suffer, and you'll wish you had never touched any of my stuff. I've had enough of your accusations. Why would I steal your watch? I don't even know what watch you're talking about. And when would I have had the time to steal it? I was only there for a few minutes because I had to get to work. I was literally in and out. How would I have had the time to take your watch? Plus, you were with me the entire time I was there because you were so insistent on showing everyone around. You were the one that was keeping me from leaving. I didn't see any watch when I was there, and I don't know what you're talking about. You're lying! You're full of lies, you liar! You thief! I'm talking about the watch that cost $10,000. You know what I'm talking about. I know you saw it, and I know you took it when you realized that it cost so much. I'm sorry, but I haven't seen your watch. And you said it yourself. I'm too poor to understand how much the things you own are worth. You may want to make me into the bad guy and lay blame on me, but there's no point. I really haven't touched or seen your watch. You're not going to find your watch if you keep pointing the finger at me, because I really don't have it. Why don't you search your own house again? Maybe you just misplaced it. You're lying! I know you are! I'm not that stupid! I wouldn't lose a watch like that! I already know everything, so there's no point in trying to cover up your own crime! Hurry up and give me back my watch! You're not listening to me. I didn't steal your watch. I have nothing else to say to you, so would you please leave me alone? I have better things to do than to be insulted by you. I'll see you, Madison. Hey, honey. When are you coming home?
I'm on my way right now.
Great! Can you buy me some donuts or a blueberry muffin from the convenience store outside the station? I'm really frustrated because of something stupid one of the women from the PTA circle said to me, and I have to eat something really sweet before I blow up.
Really? You're going to blow up? Sure thing. If a muffin's enough to keep you sedated. Oh, that reminds me. I had something to tell you. One of the women in your PTA circle is married to Smith, right? The really rich one that likes to act like she's a celebrity? The one that you said was living in a high-rise apartment and was taking over the PTA circle and is bossing everyone around?
Yeah, she's the one that pissed me off today, actually. What about her?
I'm not surprised. They both seemed like trouble when we first got to know them, but now I'm sure of it. Her husband resigned from his job the other day.
Her husband resigned? Why?
You're not going to believe it. And you're not going to believe what I heard about him.
Who did you hear it from? I don't remember you saying that you were friends with him.
I'm not. I heard it from Howard. Apparently, Smith was asking him to introduce me to him.
Introduce you? For what? Luke, this is starting to sound really suspicious. I hope you're not thinking about getting involved with whatever he's doing. I have a really bad feeling about where this conversation is going, honey.
Of course not. But you're right about it being suspicious. I have no intention of accepting anything he's offering me. So don't worry. I'm not that stupid. I'll tell him that he'll have to find someone else.
He's offering something? Is what he's doing that bad?
I'll tell you everything when I get home. I'll buy your donuts and your blueberry muffin. So hang in there.
Oh, thank you. I'll get dinner ready in the meantime. Are you an idiot? I can't believe you would be so stupid. Who are you calling stupid? That's my line. I've never seen anyone as stupid as you. Why did you come back to my house? Did you think you could get the chance to steal something else? No, I came back because you wouldn't stop calling me a thief. You were saying that I was running away from discussing it with you, so I came all the way to show you that I have no reason to run or hide from you. But I never thought you would punch me. What's wrong with you? Why would you punch me in the face like that? Who do you think you are? You're just some poor working woman. I'm a celebrity in comparison to you. What has that got to do with anything? Just because you think you're better than me doesn't mean you're free to punch me whenever you want. You assaulted me. Assault? You're overreacting. You're the one that suddenly showed up at my apartment without any warning. It's only natural I would suspect that you would come back to steal something else. You can't trick me. I know what you're up to. People like you don't have the skills or ability to earn a decent amount, so you can only think of taking from other people. I won't ever forgive you for what you've done. I'm sorry, what? You're saying you won't forgive me for something I didn't do? You're the one that needs to beg for forgiveness after assaulting me. I'm telling you, there's no point in lying. I know that you stole my watch the last time you came to my apartment. Of course I won't forgive you. You're a thief. Even if you begged me, I won't ever forgive you. You deserve to get a punch in the face. You don't even have proof that I stole your watch. And yet you still punched me. There's something seriously wrong with you. Who punches someone on a hunch? Blaming me for your watch going missing just because I visited your apartment is a little far-fetched, don't you think? I wasn't the only one that was there that day. So why do you think it was me? Because you took the longest to send me a message thanking me for inviting you on the house tour. You stink of ingratitude. Of course someone like you would steal my stuff. That's your reason? You're kidding, right? How many times do I have to tell you that it wasn't me? You won't even listen to me. You've got a problem if you think it's okay to punch people just because you believe they've done something wrong. You're jumping to conclusions, Madison. I don't care what you say. Give me back my watch. I know it was you. You can't make any more excuses. A poor person like you might not be able to recognize brand items that easily, but that watch costs $10,000. I know that you're planning on selling it. You should be happy that I'll let you off with just a punch and didn't call the police on you. If I call the police, your life is over. You'll go to prison, you'll be even poorer when you come out, and no one will trust you with their stuff. Excuse me? I should be happy? I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done. You're the one that's going to wish you had never punched me. Shut up! Give me back my watch! You're just a thief! You can't threaten me with anything! Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give you, because I never stole anything. You're just jumping to conclusions, and I'm going to get my revenge for the way you've treated me. You better prepare a speech, because you're going to be begging me for forgiveness. What? You're just a criminal. Why would I apologize to you? You're the one that needs to beg me for forgiveness. If you don't want to be taken to court, you better give my watch back. I've told you over and over, but it's expensive, and someone like you doesn't deserve to own something that luxurious. I told you, I can't. Because I don't have it. I don't want your stupid watch, or the money I could make if I really did sell it. I'm not interested in brand items like you are. But if you don't believe me, then there's nothing else we can do. We've hit a dead end in discussing this, so we need someone else to work this out for us. I'm confident that I'm innocent in this situation, and that you're the real criminal for assaulting me. So I don't mind going to court like you say. That's the best way to clear this up. We'll have someone else decide who's right and who's wrong. Happy? Oh, really? You're happy to go to court? Fine. If that's what you want, then that's what you'll get. I don't need a court to tell me how guilty you are. But obviously you're too poor and stupid to understand. So I'll have my lawyer spell it out for you. You're really going to regret this. You can run, hide, and lie all you want, but my lawyer will find out the truth and make you pay for what you've done. Plus, I have money, unlike you. I can afford the best, and when your stupid lawyer loses your case, you'll be wishing you never answered back to me. You'll finally realize how different our worlds are, and how much better I am than you. Yeah, sure. We'll see how that works out for you. If you agree on going to court, then let's speak with our lawyers and find a date that suits us all. We'll find out who's really in the wrong. You're the criminal! Of course you're in the wrong! You stole my watch! You deserve to get a punch in the face! Are you really sure about that? I wonder when you'll finally realize that your watch was never stolen. I wonder when it'll occur to you that your own husband took your watch and sold it. I bet you'll feel really stupid, huh? What are you talking about? What's your husband doing for work, Madison? Don't you know? Here's a hint. He's not working for the same company as my husband anymore. You may have thought that you would be living like a celebrity for the rest of your life, but it looks like your husband has plans of his own. Why don't you ask him about that? Then you'll realize how stupid you've been. You'll find out that your perfect life isn't as perfect as it seems. Boo-hoo! What are you saying? Are you trying to pin the blame on my husband? How stupid can you get? Why would my husband sell my watch? Sadly, you're the only person that hasn't noticed what her own husband has been up to recently. You should talk to him and see what he says. He might try and lie to you and cover it up. But everyone he worked with, including my husband, knows the truth. Knows the truth? What are you saying he's done? He resigned from his position at the company last month and became a scalper. Huh? A scalper? What's that? I've never heard of anything like that. My husband never told me that he resigned. And why would he? He has a great salary and a great position. What's worth throwing all that away? You're just trying to confuse me and draw my attention away from you stealing my watch. Well, I'm not falling for it, Maria. If you keep on saying stupid stuff like that, I'll punch you again. Madison, listen to what I'm saying, because I've had enough of repeating myself. Your husband became a scalper and started selling your stuff online. What? On top of that, he's been recommending it to his previous colleagues, offering to teach them and give them advice on how to sell things at higher prices. That's how everyone at the office found out why he'd resigned. He hasn't just been selling things that he's bought new. He's been selling your stuff too, since you have plenty of brand items. He must have thought you wouldn't miss anything. He's been selling them at ridiculous prices too. I'm surprised that anyone would want to buy anything for that price. But I guess some people are just desperate to look better than other people. Are you sure he hasn't been buying a lot of brand items recently? and they've disappeared without you realizing? Because I hear he's been buying stuff secondhand and selling that too. That's how scalpers work. When they buy things new, they buy a lot of the same items so they can sell them off at whatever price they want to, and then they buy secondhand items and change the way they advertise the product by taking better pictures and write stuff like vintage, limited edition to draw people in and sell things at higher price. Those are the lengths scalpers go to make money. My husband? A scalper? But he hasn't said anything about quitting his job. Are you sure? Has he really resigned? No one's seen him at the office for the past month? Yeah, I'm sure. He was bragging about it to one of his colleagues that he found a better job and wanted a partner to work with him. So he was asking for someone to introduce my husband to him. I can't believe it! My husband! You're telling me he resigned without telling me? You told me the other day that he's been working from home for the past few weeks, right? Why don't you take a look at his room where he's been working? You'll find plenty of evidence to back up what I'm saying, and you might even find your watch. You might even find that you've been missing a few other things too. You're joking, right? I still can't believe it. You mean that we can still afford to live in this apartment even though he's resigned? But if he's not a manager in a major company anymore, if he's making money like that, then it means that I can't brag about my perfect life anymore. Does that mean I'm not special anymore? Why should I care? The only person that ever thought you were special because your husband was a manager and was earning more money was you. Anyway, about the watch you accused me of stealing, funnily enough, it came up on an online flea market site when I search engined it. I heard from Sarah and the other moms that you made a fuss and sent them all pictures of the watch I stole the evening we went to visit, so I checked with them, and they say it's a match. The watch you say I took and the watch that's online are one and the same. It's been put up for sale on a flea market site? Seriously? You're actually serious about my husband selling my things? And he set the starting bid at a really incredible price, too. I hope that it's all a mistake and that it's just a stranger's watch that happens to have the exact same features. But the page was just created 2 days ago. I felt that it couldn't just be a coincidence and thought I should let you know. It's got nothing to do with me whether your husband sells your stuff or not. That's something you've got to deal with between yourselves. And we can't even confirm whether it really is your watch or not. But I'm not going to take your accusations lying down. Oh my god! That's it! If we can't confirm if it's my watch or not, then it's still possible that you have it! And you tried denying it, but it's still possible you didn't just find that page. You're the one that made it! I can't believe I fell for your lies! There's no way my husband would do anything like that! Here we go again. How about we talk to the police? They can search my house, but they won't find your watch or any proof that I sold it. Plus, they can find out who really owns that flea market page and confirm that I haven't touched your precious watch. But I wouldn't be worrying about your watch if I were you. I bet you'll be arrested for assault before you even give it back. Excuse me? Why would I be arrested? Anyone would agree with me that I wasn't wrong for punching you. It doesn't count as assault. Of course it's assault. No matter how expensive it was, you can't punch people over an accessory. When are you going to get that into your thick head? And you didn't just punch me, remember? You even tried to push me down the stairs. Imagine what might have happened if I didn't grab the handrails. If that doesn't count as assault, I don't know what does. At the very least, I'm going to report it to the police, and we'll see what they have to say about it. They can tell us who the real criminal is. You're going to report this to the police? I did it out of self-defense. The police will side with me if I tell them I felt intimidated by you. That you were going to hurt me. I think the security camera in the hallway outside your apartment will back up everything I'm saying and will prove that you're lying about me intimidating you. Huh? Security camera? If the police check the footage on the cameras, it'll show that you punched me the second you realized it was me when you opened the door. I didn't have any time to provoke or intimidate you, and I certainly didn't try and hit you first. The cameras will prove that you're guilty of assaulting me. Crap! I completely forgot about the cameras. Okay then, how about we make a deal? How much money do you want? That'll be enough to shut you up, right? You're offering me hush money? Wow! No thanks. I think you'll need it when my lawyer shuts you down in court, and after your husband gets caught for the illegal activities he's involved in. You're going to need to save as much money as you can while you still can. Plus, I plan on demanding plenty in compensation anyway. What do you mean while I still can? Your husband resigned from his elite and stable post in one of the biggest companies in the country to become a scalper, which isn't exactly a promising career. I mean, I can understand the addictiveness. It must be like hitting the jackpot in a casino. But that luck's not going to continue forever. One day, he'll be caught, or one day he's not going to be able to sell the stuff he's bought, and you'll both suffer the consequences. And I have a feeling that the police will be on his tail pretty soon, since he tried selling a guidebook to my husband and some other colleagues. A guidebook for reselling items, which he offered for another ridiculous price. Even you've got to agree that it wouldn't be strange if he was arrested for trying to con people. He was conning people? When? The guidebook he was selling was full of crap, Madison. And he was trying to sell it for $20,000. $20,000? Would someone actually buy that? Apparently, one of my husband's colleagues, a pretty naive guy, was seriously thinking about buying it until my husband stopped him. Your husband tried selling it to Luke too, but luckily for me, Luke's a bit too smart to get caught in a trap like that. But sooner or later, someone's going to get tricked, and I'm pretty sure that your husband will get charged for fraud or something for pulling tricks like this. Maria, I'm really sorry. I think we had a bit of a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. I panicked when I saw that my watch was gone. I swear. I hope that we can talk about this and make up. We've both had some prejudices about one another, but those will disappear and we can forget about all of this once we get to know each other. Would you like to come over for some coffee? Of course not. You punched me and tried to push me down the stairs. How do I know that you won't try and poison me by putting something in my drink? I don't want to talk, and I don't want to get to know you. I already know enough to make me feel that I never want to see you ever again. And I think that's a normal reaction for someone who's been punched for no reason. Don't say that! I really didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I want us to be friends, can't we? I understand that you're finally starting to worry about the consequences of what you've done, but there's no point in trying to sweet-talk me. I'm not going to change my mind about talking to the police, and my husband's planning on reporting your husband too. You'll both have to explain yourselves to the police, not to me. Maria, please! I don't want to lose this lifestyle! Forgive me! I'm begging you! You can't be so heartless! Even if you beg me, there's nothing I can do. Even if I could, I wouldn't. You need to learn your lesson. The ones that ruined your perfect lifestyle are you and your own husband because of your own thoughtless actions. And you've got to pay for them. I doubt you'll be able to enjoy your high-rise apartment for much longer, but do your best. I hope you can find a job too, once you're out of prison. Maria filed a report to the police, and both Madison and her husband were called in for questioning. In the end, they were both found guilty of their crimes and were arrested. Madison for her assault on Maria, and her husband was arrested for fraud. Their children were taken in by Madison's parents, and wouldn't be able to meet their own mother and father until they had left prison. Of course, they could no longer live in the high-rise apartment Madison was so fond of, and even when she did get out of prison, a lot of trouble would be waiting for her. She would have to work hard to regain the trust of her friends and loved ones, and would have to go and find a job herself in order to pay the debt she owed after paying Maria her compensation. We can only hope that she learned that doing bad things will always come back to haunt her.
Maria, I have something important to discuss with you. What is it? It's important. What time are you coming home tonight? I'm out now, so I don't think I'll be home until very late. Can we speak tomorrow? Where are you and what are you doing? I'd like you to come home as soon as possible so that we can talk. It's really important that we talk tonight. But I told you I'm out. Can't this wait? Or better yet, can you speak to Kevin about it? By the way, are you at the house right now? I am. I'll be waiting for you at my parents' house. I want you to come home as soon as possible. Where's Kevin today? He's still at work and hasn't come home yet. Where are you now? Do I have to tell you that? I don't think that's something that I need to share with you. Where you go is not my business, but if it's not that important, I'd like you to prioritize family today. I'd like you to come home right away. What's going on? If it's so urgent, can't you just tell me now? Fine, I'll ask you over chat. What did you do with my father's bank book? Huh? What bank book are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about, right? The fact that you're lying about it means that you're guilty. I was shocked to find out what you did, and used all of his money without asking for permission. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're being ludicrous. Can you ask Kevin about it? Don't involve Kevin. We know that you did it on your own. If you're not going to confess, we could just report it to the police. Is that a threat? Why are you making such a big deal about a lost bank book? Your father has gone senile and he probably lost his bank book. I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's not even looking for it. My father is not senile and he also suspects that you took his bank book from him. You don't know that he's senile because you don't live with him. He's very forgetful these days. The issue is not whether my father is forgetful or not. We found the missing bank book in your room. What? Well, if you found it, what's the problem? The room also belongs to Kevin. I'm not the only one that uses that room. How could you go into our room without permission? That's an invasion of privacy. You're the one committing a crime here, not me. You don't seem to get it. My father called me to say that his bank book was missing, and then I spoke to Kevin about it. So you already spoke to Kevin then? If you already got in touch with him, why get in touch with me too? Kevin gave me permission to go into your room. Well, I certainly didn't give you permission to go through my stuff. And I found the missing bank book in one of the drawers. You took the bank book that had the most money in it. And I saw that you had taken all the money out. What did you do with the money? Why are you asking me? I don't know. I'm sure that your father used the money for something and forgot about it. Either way, this has nothing to do with me. I see. If that's how you're going to play it. My father is clearly in distress because of what you did to him. You used up all the money that he had saved for his post-retirement. How many times do I have to tell you? It wasn't me. Don't blame me. You don't have any proof. You need to calm down. I think you're the one that needs to calm down. The way you write your chats isn't a style that is used by most people in their 30s. You need to grow up a little. My friends tell me that I sound young for my age. I'm sure that they're complimenting me. I don't think they're complimenting you. You committed a crime. Even if you're married to my brother, it's a crime if you take a family member's money without their consent. Why do you think I did it? It wasn't me. Who else could it be? This is serious. You committed a crime. I went to the bank with my father. They told us that a woman had come into the bank several times with my father's bank seal and taken out money from the account. They showed me that person's signature and it was your name on the papers. Oh, so you know then. I didn't think the bank would show the signed papers to anyone. Don't they know what client confidentiality means? Well, the account belongs to my father, so I think he has every right to know who took money from his account. What did you use the money for? Why do I need to tell you that? Your father lives on his own, and it's not like he needed the money for anything. He doesn't have to provide for your mother anymore, and Kevin pays some money to your father as rent. So he won't miss any of the money that I spent. It's not like he can take the money with him when he dies. I was just helping him to make good use of his money. You're not making any sense to me. What I mean is there's no point in having all this money if you're not going to use it. Your father should be thanking me for using his money. I really don't understand your logic. It makes no sense to me. You committed a serious crime and I'm going to report it to the police. But this is a family matter. Why do you need to bring the police into this? I live under the same roof as your father, so his things are mine and my things are his. It's okay to share because we're family. The police won't take this seriously. Considering the amount that you stole, this is a big deal. I think that it makes sense to involve the police because my father never agreed to give you his money. I've already spoken to Kevin about this. Well, I'm sure that Kevin can pay back your father from his salary. It's not a big deal. I don't work, so I can't pay back the money even if I wanted to. Is this a joke to you? Do you think that this is funny? Like I said earlier, I only spent the money because your father had no use for it. I did him a favor. I'm sure that if your father understands where I'm coming from, he'd want to thank me. So you have no remorse for what you did. You stole money and you have the nerve to say that you did something good? You're unbelievable, you know that? You're not listening to me. I've been listening, but you're not making any sense. And my father tells me that you're always out and never at the house. If you don't work, what do you do all day? That's not something that I need to share with you. You don't help with the chores at all, so my father's been taking care of the house on his own. You don't even cook for my father or Kevin. They eat takeout every night. Do you even care about their health? Do I have to prepare the meals by myself? I buy their dinner and leave it on the table so they can eat it when they like. What's the problem here? I had no idea that you and your father were saying mean things about me behind my back. I'm very hurt. I know that you're at the casino right now. What? I know that you have a gambling addiction. Kevin told me about it, and he also told me that you promised that you'd stop gambling when you guys got engaged. Kevin believes that you've been keeping your promise to him, but if he knew that you were at the casino right now, what would he think of you? What casino are you at? Fine, I won't deny it. I'm at the casino. I didn't win any money today, so I'm taking a break and chatting with you. You're delusional. Kevin is also crazy for falling in love with you. You were his first serious girlfriend, so he didn't know any better. Kevin loves me for who I am. Kevin has agreed to take this matter to the police. I'm sure that Kevin will talk to you after he gets off work, but he wants to divorce you. So you should be prepared for that. Huh? A divorce? Kevin would never leave me. He loves me too much. I don't think that Kevin feels the same way. What? Kevin did love you very much, but when he found out that you stole his father's money, he was shocked to see the least. And if he finds out that you're still gambling, basically he married a liar. So you used our father's hard-earned money on gambling. It's unforgivable. Look, I haven't spoken to Kevin yet, and you're putting words in his mouth. I'm going to clear the air with Kevin when I see him later. You can say what you want, but I won't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. Right back at you. Yeah, whatever. You can make up all the excuses that you want, but I won't believe a word that you say to me. The only thing I ask is that you return the money that you stole and that you move out of the house. I never want to see your face again. I live there. You can't kick me out of my own house. We can't let you back into the house. You might steal something. I'm going to stay with my father and Kevin tonight, so if you want to try to come home, I won't let you in. Why don't you sleep outside, you ungrateful bitch? Rhea came home from the casino, but her sister-in-law Ariel wouldn't let her into the house. She was taken to the police station after Ariel called the police on her. Kevin apologized to his father for what his wife had done. After a family discussion, Kevin decided to divorce Rhea and report the stealing of his father's money to the police. Rhea didn't have a place to live, a job, or any savings, so she was desperate to get Kevin to forgive her and take her back. But Kevin no longer wanted anything to do with her and shut her out completely. It seems that a difficult future lies ahead for Rhea.
I'm going to eat out tonight as well because I can't stand the way that you smell. You have no choice but to eat on your own. No one wants to be around you.
Melanie, you're being very unreasonable and hurtful. I have feelings, you know. Please don't hurt me like this. Do you enjoy tormenting me every day?
I'm not tormenting you. I'm simply telling you the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. If you don't want me to look down on you, go find yourself a better job. I don't want to spend another minute with you if you're going to continue working as a construction worker. But I guess it's too late now. I'm sure it's not easy for a construction worker to change over to a different job.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're 40 now. It's not easy to find a new job at your age. I can't believe that I put up with you for 20 years. I should have left you sooner. Oh, I'm so ready to leave you for good.
How about you listen to what I have to say to you first? Don't make any rash decisions. You have it all wrong. I'm not a construction worker anymore. You haven't taken any interest in me these past few years. And you never listen to anything that I say to you. But as husband and wife, shouldn't we try to understand one another by talking to each other?
Do you still plan on staying married to me? Don't make me laugh.
We're still married and I consider you to be my wife. Why aren't you willing to put any effort into making our marriage work? I know that when I worked as a construction worker, I wasn't able to help out with the house or raise Lisa, but I've changed now. I'd like you to hear me out. And can you please stop avoiding me? We should have dinner together. We're a family after all.
I hate being with you. I don't want to eat dinner with you. You need to understand that. I don't love you anymore, and I want you to leave me alone.
Lisa is going to go to university soon, which means that we'll have more time together, just the two of us. That's why I like to take the time to work on our marriage. I want to be happy with you again. I don't want to give up on us.
That totally grosses me out. I'm not interested in staying married to a loser like you.
What did I ever do to you to deserve this? You may not think that I'm rich, but I've been supporting you and Lisa financially all these years. Shouldn't you be more grateful?
You should know that Lisa doesn't want to continue living with you either.
That's because you tell her all these negative things about me. You've brainwashed her. I've been nothing but a great husband and father. You made fun of my job in front of Lisa. That's why she doesn't respect me. What's wrong with construction work anyway? If you had treated me with more respect, the things between Lisa and I wouldn't have gotten this bad.
Lisa was really embarrassed of the fact that her father was a construction worker. You know that?
Did she tell you that?
She didn't have to. I know how she feels. She's happy that I'm finally leaving you. I'm ending our marriage.
Are you serious about that?
I'll wait until Lisa graduates high school, but after that, you're on your own. So please don't try to stop me. I've made up my mind.
So you're just gonna ignore my feelings then? You don't care that I still want to work on our marriage?
You should be happy that I bothered to make you breakfast. I'm not all that mean. But you have to know that I don't enjoy talking to you. You turn me off. I don't know why I married you in the first place. What was I thinking?
Do you have to be so cruel to me? If you're not willing to sit down and talk with me, I'm gonna have a chat with Lisa. She may be more understanding than you are.
Well, you shouldn't expect so much from her. Otherwise, you'll be let down. To us, you're like an old bank account. One that we won't be using anymore because we have no use for it.
Wow, you really don't hold back, do you? Fine, I get it now. Lisa, what time are you coming home tonight? I'll be waiting for you at home with dinner on the table. I'd like to catch up with you as we haven't had much time to talk to each other these days.
Why would I want to have dinner with you? I'd rather not eat if I have to choose between having dinner with you.
Why do you hate me so much? Was I a bad father to you? I know that your mother doesn't say nice things about me, but you shouldn't believe every word that comes out of her mouth. For one thing, she shouldn't look down on construction workers. I've worked really hard so that you two could have a happy life. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Not really. It was your choice to get married and have me. It's your responsibility as my father to take care of me. That doesn't make me love you, though. Mom taught me a good lesson, though. I know not to marry a man that doesn't make much money.
I'm gonna pay for university tuition. Shouldn't you be nicer to me?
I'm going to find another way to pay for university. I don't want to rely on you anymore. I want to cut all ties with you. I'm 18 now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I want Mom to divorce you and be happy again. If she marries her boyfriend, she can finally have the happy life she deserves.
Boyfriend? What the hell are you talking about?
Forget I said anything. Nothing. I'm busy now. I gotta go. Bye.
Let me ask you one last question. Are you saying that you no longer consider me to be your father?
I've never considered you to be my father. You just didn't know it, that's all.
What?
I've always thought that you were a loser. Never understood why Mom chose to marry you. I'm going to continue studying hard even when I go to university. I don't want to end scum like you. You didn't even go to high school. I'm embarrassed about the fact that you're so uneducated. Now that Mom is finally divorcing you, we're going to be strangers. Bye, asshole.
Thanks for letting me know how you really feel about me. I've now made the decision to divorce your mother just like she wants me to.
I need you to pack up your things and get ready to move out of the house. I was planning to wait until Lisa graduated high school, but we can't take it anymore. Since you know how we both feel, there's no need to play nice anymore. We want you out of the house as soon as possible.
Fine, if that's what you both want. But you should know that I was the one that bought this house and it's under my name.
But Lisa and I will be living here, just the two of us from now on. How about you just give up the house? You're single now. You don't need this much space. I'll be sending you the divorce papers soon.
I don't intend to fight back. I'll move out of the house just like you want me to. I'm still mad at you for the fact that you didn't give me the chance to talk about my side of the story though. But whatever, it's over between us. I'm sure you'll come to regret your decision.
As if. This is the happiest moment of my life. I should have left you sooner. Don't know why I waited so long. The only thing I ask of you now is that you pay for Lisa's university tuition.
Yes, well, I'm gonna contact the movers now so that I can move out as quickly as possible. I considered you and Lisa to be my precious family, but not anymore. I can't believe that I felt that way about you two. You didn't deserve my love.
Yes, whatever. We don't care. Please don't get in touch with us anymore.
I won't. You'll just regret kicking me out of the house, though. I can tell you that. But you both deserve whatever punishment comes your way. Bye now.
You said you were moving out today, right? How long is it going to take for you to move out? When are you going to leave the house? Could you please hurry? I want to change the locks.
Why are you so desperate? I'm starting to pity you.
Why would you say such a thing? I couldn't be happier to have you out of the house. I've already filed the divorce papers. I can't wait for this to be all over.
I'm just waiting for someone to come pick me up. I'll be out your hair soon.
Who's coming to pick you up? You should see yourself out. We don't want to spend a minute more with you under the same roof.
My limo's here. I'm out of here.
What the hell? A limo?
Did you see it? I'm off to a board meeting and tonight I'm moving into a high-rise condo.
I don't get it. What's going on?
I'm moving out, just like you wanted me to. My driver came to pick me up so that I wouldn't be late for my meeting. I just wanted you to witness that since you've been making fun of me for such a long time. I'm going now.
Wait, explain to me what's going on.
Why should I? We're no longer family. I don't have an obligation to tell you. You don't have to listen to me anymore. That's what you always wanted.
But I want to know! Tell me, why do you have a limo and a driver? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't need to make sense to you. You had many opportunities to sit down and listen to me, but you chose not to. It's too late now. You don't need to know.
Know what? What are you hiding from me?
You assumed that I was a construction worker all these years, but I wasn't. I started my own company and I'm my own boss now. I'm very successful, you know.
What company? How did I not know this?
I'm now the CEO of a fairly large construction company.
You've got to be kidding me. Don't lie to me. You're not capable of running a successful business. I know it.
I don't care what you think of me anymore. But you're obviously intrigued. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking me so many questions. And after seeing my limo, you're worried that what I said might be true.
Is it true, though? Are you really a CEO?
I started my own company a few years ago. And things are going really well for me. And I've diversified the business quite a bit. I'm so successful that I have my own driver that picks me up for work in a limo every day.
I bet you're lying. I only saw the limo once. You could have just rented one to try and make me jealous.
I usually ask my driver to park away from the house because I didn't want the car to be in the way of our neighbors. And up until today, I didn't want my driver knowing the exact location of my house. But since I'm moving out now, I asked my driver to come all the way to the house.
I still don't believe you. Are you really some big shot?
Yes, I am. You always look down on me, but the people that I work with all look up to me. You assume that I didn't make much money, but you were wrong.
I guess I wasn't interested in you enough to care.
Well, you should have noticed. I put more than enough money into our bank accounts, and I let you buy anything you want with your credit card. You should have been more grateful. You shouldn't make assumptions about someone's profession without getting to know what they do. I'm really disappointed in both you and Lisa.
I had no idea you made so much money. Why didn't you tell us?
I did many times, you just weren't listening to me.
Really? Because I don't remember.
A few years back, I told you that I was starting my own company, but you laughed in my face. That was 8 years ago. I realized that you had no interest whatsoever in my life, so I stopped telling you these things. But don't worry, I won't sue, ask you to pay me alimony for cheating on me.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. Don't ever show your face in front of me ever again. Lisa is now 18 years old, which means I don't have an obligation to pay child support. I paid off our mortgage, so there really is nothing left for me to do. Now, leave me alone.
I had no idea you did so much for Lisa and I.
Also, your good-looking boyfriend who claims to be a successful businessman is a con artist, so you should be careful.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When I found out that you were cheating on me, I hired a private investigator to look into your boyfriend. I could have asked you to pay me alimony for cheating on me, but I felt sorry for you seeing that you were dating a con artist. Besides, you're gonna need to hold on to your money now that we're divorced. I don't intend on supporting you financially ever again. Bye.
There's too much information here. I'm confused. My boyfriend is a con artist?
But if you love him anyway, I won't stop you. You're single now. You can do whatever you like. We should each enjoy the remainder of our lives.
Oh, wait. I think we need to talk.
It's too late to talk now. It's over. We're divorced, and I don't want to see you ever again. You finally got rid of me. Aren't you happy? Later, bitch!
In the end, Melanie got what she deserved. Her husband, Ted, didn't want anything to do with her anymore after how she had mistreated him all these years. She had no idea that Ted was a successful CEO, running multiple businesses. Melanie had intended on getting her boyfriend to help out with Lisa's university tuition. But since he turned out to be a con artist, things didn't go as planned. It turned out that the boyfriend had used all of Melanie's savings, and Melanie and Lisa were forced to live a life of frugality. Lisa may not even be able to go to university as planned because her mother could no longer afford it. If only the two of them had appreciated Ted's efforts more.